Hi guys, welcome back to Jungle Flowers Canada. My name is Grania and thanks for joining me. So this is part 2 of an update on my Hoya imports. There's going to be a couple more videos because I do have more, but I thought I would show you the ones that I have imported this year. Now I do have other Hoyas that I have imported, but I would have imported them like last year, the year before. So I thought let's focus on the ones that I got this year. I'm very happy with the progress on them. Some of them are in pond and some of them are in soil. So I have 13 here. We'll see how long the video is. I may not do the full 13, but I don't think it'll be as long because, as I say, some of them I should say are in soil, so I'm not really going to be able to show you the roots, but I will be able to show you the progress on their growth. And disclaimer guys, I do not know what some of them are. I will try and find what they are and I'll put it up on the screen, but there will be some that I probably won't be able to find the names of because it's been so long, but I will do my best. Okay, so the first plant we have here, whoops, this is in soil. So first up we have the Hoya helwigiana. Look at the leaves, they're so beautiful. So that's the first leaf it came with, and these 3 leaves are new, and you can see there, actually I'm just showing you a new leaf coming out on the stem. So this has done particularly well, and it's just been in my IKEA greenhouse, my retro cabinet. Can you see the roots here? The roots are amazing. They're coming out the end of the pot. Now this is in soil and it's very happy in its location, and I only ordered this year, so I'm very pleased with the progress of this plant. So this is the Hoya helwigiana. So next up is the Hoya quinquinervia. So you can see there's only 1 leaf on it. It did come with 2, possibly 3 leaves, and when I opened the box the other leaves fell off, but you can see it's still alive. The leaf is firm, and it's probably just going to take a while for it to actually take off. Some Hoyas take longer than others to take off. Some can take up to a year or 2. I have some that took up to 2 years. So there's no roots coming out of the bottom of this yet, but I am very happy with it. So here we have the Hoya latapogia, and again look at the roots coming out the bottom. Some of these are just doing remarkably. I'm so impressed with them. This has the most beautiful large leaf. Now I could have cleaned the leaves, I can just see it now as I'm editing, but they're very healthy, very strong leaves, and no new growth since it arrived, but it is very happy, and we can tell from the roots that it has acclimated so well to its new environment. I do find that plants in these retro IKEA cabinets seem to do very well. I'm not sure what it is about it. The humidity isn't even that high, but of course Hoyas don't need the highest humidity. They're not really like philodendron or anthurium, but you can see here this is doing beautifully. Again, this was a cutting. It came unrooted, so I'm more than happy with its progress. Next up is the Hoya balensis splash. You can see here it's doing beautifully. The top 2 leaves are actually new leaves, and they're very firm, and it has acclimated so well to its environment. You can see the first leaf, oh actually maybe it's only 1 new leaf. So you can see the leaf it arrived with is slightly damaged, but the new leaves are coming out beautifully. I love this plant. I just think it's very pretty. There's no roots coming out the bottom, but it is very happy with its life. So this was actually a full plant. So this is the Hoya Jennifer, CV Jennifer, and you can see that's a new leaf that has come out since I received it. Look at the veining on the leaf. I absolutely love the veining on the Hoyas. So guys, just to let you know, it was at this point I knew I had to voice over my video because my husband got a phone call from a political party, and he has a very loud booming voice, and you could hear him speaking to the representative on the phone, and of course the conversation lasted most of my video, so this is why I have voiced over. So you can see the beautiful new leaves on the Hoya CV Jennifer. So here we have the Hoya incrassata variegata. So this came as a cutting, but isn't it beautiful? Now, the leaves, they kind of look like they might be withered, the new leaves, but they're not. They're actually just sun-stressed. It's very happy. It's nice and firm. I was a little concerned when I saw it, when I took it out of the cabinet, but I can assure you that it is actually doing just fine. This is a gorgeous plant, and the size of the cutting was amazing. I was very impressed with this when it arrived. There's no roots peeping out, but the new growth is a testimony to the fact that it is doing very well. So the Hoya incrassata marginata, I think I might have called it variegata. Beautiful plant. Okay, so here's one that I am not sure of the name of. I think it might be a patella. If anybody knows, please let me know in the comments. I do have another patella, but this one just seems a little more yellowed, so it's hard to get a positive ID on it. It's still very healthy. The leaves, I think, were that colour when they arrived, but it hasn't deteriorated and it's growing away in soil. So if you do know or recognise the leaves, please, I would appreciate it if you could let me know. There are no roots coming out the bottom, but it is healthy and growing away nicely. Okay, so now we're going to go to my next round of imports. So I have two imports here. I have an import from Thailand and I have an import from Indonesia. So I will show you. So these, I believe, are all in palm. We'll start with the Thailand import. So this here is, let me see what it is. This is the Hoya okay, this is a mouthful. This is Hoya surigeoensis. Okay, that's a mouthful. So you can see it has some beautiful big leaves, lovely and firm. Loving this. And so if you can see there in the pond, you can see the roots. And so this would have been more recent than the ones in soil. So this is doing very nice. Now I do have some duplicates of the ones I showed you last week, but she is very happy. Again, another successful Hoya cutting import. So this, I have no idea what it is, guys. I thought it was dead, but it's actually not dead. And I will need help on this. Hopefully somebody will know what this is. Now you can see the leaf isn't very green. I'm wondering if it's, do you remember the one I talked about that I said gave me caudata vibes? Is there any roots showing yet? No roots showing yet. Well, actually, maybe some tiny ones, but I'm very grateful that it has survived. And maybe when it matures a little bit more, I'll be able to identify it. But one more from Thailand. Now, this, again, I don't know the name of this one. I think I thought maybe the Taniba or the erythrostemma. If anybody knows, please tell me in the comments. I really need to get better at this, don't I? I need to have like a permanent marker to write on these containers because I have such a short memory. I'll just show you there. Can you see? I know there's a lot of light reflecting on it, but there are roots here. Unknown to me, but as I say, possibly Taniba or erythrostemma. So the best for last. What do you think of this Hoya clemensiorum? Isn't this spectacular? So I have two of these. These leaves here are new. So this one and this one are new. And this was the leaf that it came with. And I cannot believe how well it's doing. Wait until I show you the roots on this. Can you see the roots? There are fabulous, there are fabulous roots on this. And I've had this in one of my retro IKEA cabinets the whole time, and it has done remarkably well in there. So this is like probably one of my favorite plants. I just love it. So Hoya clemensiorum. Okay, so I have two of these. One is in better shape than the other. But look at this. Hoya tanggamus. Isn't that An impressive looking leaf. I just think this plant is gorgeous. I do have a couple of them. And if you saw my video where I imported them, I got two. One was not that great, and I actually cut them and I rooted them in their own little pots, and they've all rooted for me now. So there you go. Can you see the roots there? Pretty impressive, hey? I don't think we have this that long. I can't remember when I actually did the import, but let me stand back here and show it to you. Compared to my hand, you can see how big that leaf is. I love this plant. This is a very, very pretty plant. So here are some other cuttings of the tanggamus. So this plant was not looking great. Some of the leaves were battered, as you can see there. And it was long and lanky looking. So what I did was I cut it up, and I think in here I have I have 3 cuttings in here, and I think I still have possibly 1 or 2 downstairs. And take a look at the roots. It has rooted so well. So I brought it upstairs from my prop box, and I've put it in the retro IKEA cabinet. And actually, you know what? I think these roots have grown since I brought it upstairs. Okay, that didn't take as long as I thought it would. Oh, my camera is like lopsided. I always have a lopsided camera. I cannot get this thing straight at all. So, will I lean? Is that any better? I don't know. I am not the best videographer out there, guys, and I actually have a mic that I never ever put on my camera, which I need to do so that I can improve the sound of my videos. So I hope they don't bother you, because I'm sure they're quite echoey, because this room, like, it's a larger room. It's not huge, but it's a larger room, and I do think my voice echoes here. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, these were all cuttings except for the Jennifer and and the 2 that I got from Indonesia, the clemensiorum and the tanggamus. So you can see this is how I like to increase my Hoya family. And for me, it's successful. I said in my last video, importing is not for everybody. I actually love it. I think I get a little buzz from it. And I do have Hoyas that I bought here in Canada. Don't get me wrong. It's not that I'm adverse to buying Hoyas here in Canada. I'm not. I have bought quite a lot here. But these are ones that are harder to find. It's very difficult to find a lot of these Hoyas. So for me, this has become part of my plant hobby. I actually really love importing. I do have another import coming shortly from Indonesia, which will be the last import for the year, because it's just going to be getting too cold. I did put a video up, so I ordered from Aeroid Asia. So I hope this might help you if you're wondering, should I import, should I not import? Now, they don't all survive. I do lose some, but not a lot. An odd one here and there I lose, but the majority of them do survive for me. And I know that there are a lot of you that have asked me if I could do a video on how I acclimate them when they arrive in Canada, and I will do that for you. When I get my next import in, I will show you how I do that. So I hope you enjoy the video. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. If you watched till the end, don't forget to put the green heart emoji in the comments. And thank you so much for joining me, and have a wonderful day, evening, morning, whatever time of the day you're watching this video. Take care, guys. See you soon.